I had a neighbour and she had a hard labour, so she was a mother, you know, and one day she pulled up her shirt to show me her stretch marks, and they were the most glorious things I'd ever seen. Stretch marks for me have always been like a part of my life because I was quite bigger when I was young, so I've had to learn to accept them from quite a young age. So my perception on them was that they were normal, and when I was younger I didn't really know that it wasn't everyone that had them. Everyone started getting, you know, curves and things that were portrayed as womanly things, you know, quite beautiful, thin, you know, long hair, stuff like that. But I was always kind of not that person, never that person. I used to have to walk like 1.5 kilometres to my bus stop for school, for high school. And one morning I was so ashamed of how I looked that I cried and I begged my mother to drive me to the bus stop because I didn't want people looking at me or, you know, judging me on how I looked or my figure or something like that. And at that moment, it was either I make a change to make other people happy and I lose weight because that's what other people want for me, or I learn to accept and acknowledge that this is who I am and that I should be comfortable regardless of the situation. Partners that I've had haven't really had plus-size partners before, and I knew that, it would be a process to be naked in front of a partner, somebody that you love, somebody that you want to think, that you want them to think you're beautiful. And at first I couldn't do it, no way could I do it. And then I started to tell myself that if this person didn't love me for who I was, then what was the point of being with them? And it was at that moment that I let it go. Because if they didn't want to be with me because of my size or how I looked without clothes on, they obviously didn't care enough about who I am as an individual to continue on being in my life. The first time I ever bought a two-piece costume, for the swimming and stuff like that, that was the most insane moment of my life. It was actually really, really amazing because it was in that period it was within the period where I was trying to learn to accept myself. I just tried it on and I looked at myself and I said, this is how you look, you know, learn to love it. And I've had to fall in love with who I am, myself, in order to learn self-acceptance and self-love. And that, you know, taking that step and stepping out of your comfort zone and really exploring what limits you can cross, regardless of what fear you have, is really incredible. So I would encourage other people to do the same. Step outside of their comfort zones and try something because you never know what will make you happy.